And welcome back to my platform game. In the very first one, this is where we left, and the next thing I'm going to do now is just to continue with the tutorial. So the first thing I'll do is let me upload all the sound that is required. Okay, I'll start by uploading a sound die. That's it right there. Let's change the name. Underscore die. Okay, that's fine. Next one will be, let's see what we have in there. Sound gold. That's gold. So there. Followed by splash. SND splash. So that's the sound file called SND flash. So I'm going to repeat the same thing for sound or SND thunder. And cap is copy that name, get that there, click on OK, and one more, because I have about 5 files there. That's the other one. It's ND work. Okay, press it. So if you would like, you can hear the tune, the sound. Let's hear that. Oh, you see that? That's a working. Okay, so sound is ready. That's good. Let's try that thunder out as well. Hear that? Okay. Now sound is out of the way. The next thing I'll do now is continue and let me create a object. Let's right click and create an object called object pod standing. There. Pod underscore standing. And right there, add an event. We add an event there, and this very event, let's add an action. This action will be dead center, and that is fine. Then the next thing is I'm going to enter gravity. Now my gravity, I will leave that as 0 by 0 because it's standing, and however I need some variables. So the first thing I need to do is actually to declare some variables. Okay, let's hold it right there. Okay, before we continue, let's add some variables right there. So the first one will be let me enter all in capital letter, and that's face left. Okay, what I'm just doing right now is adding constant for my system, and the next one will be face right. Okay, we have this as and we enter one in there. So that's one, and that will be two. Good. Click on OK. There. Okay, now we can continue with this object pod standing. So the first thing or the next thing is just to add test variable. So the variable in this case will be facing, and then the value would be the right value. So that is face underscore right. And you leave the equals exactly the way it is. Okay, so now the next thing is to add change sprite. So let's come up here and get our change sprite, and that one will come. The pod is standing right now. Okay, standing left and right. Okay, there. So we leave this, the sub image, leave that as a 0 and the speed 1. That's cool. Okay, so the next thing, let's get this variable, let's get that sorted again. Alright, we have another variable there, and make that facing, and this one will be let's say face underscore left. There. Okay, we have face underscore left. So let's leave that like that. But change sprite. This is change sprite. Let's change sprite right there, and change the sprite in this case to pod stand left. Good. And 0 image and speed. Click it OK. Yeah. Okay, save your work. Alright, at the end of these objects, you will have one event, which is the create event right in there, and 6 actions. You can see those are the actions right here. As the move fix, which is right there, and we have gravity variable, change sprite variable, and change sprite. Each of them has their own variable in there and the direction of movement. So click on OK and let's continue. Okay, now guys, let's create a new object. This object, we call that object pod walk. So let's give it a name. Pod working, right, and set the depth to -1. Okay, you now need a sprite right here. Select sprite, either pod walk right or pod walk left. So I've selected sprite pod walk left. So add an event and to create. I think with this, let me just enter my sound for walk right there. Select walk, that's it right there. Okay, remember I did upload all my sounds, so that's it. Loop, leave that to false. Good. So the next thing is go to control, variable, and set that particular variable to facing. The value will be left, really. Let's let it face underscore left. Remember, we did declare these variables, these values in resource folder right here. You remember when we created it, we declared it right here, define constants. That's it. That's where we define those constants. Look at them right there. Okay, and that's why I was able to make reference to them. So now let's start the block. Okay, within our block we need change sprite. We want to change sprite right there, and the sprite we want to change to is for the pod to walk left. Okay, that's cool. And now we leave the sub image and the speed with the value in there. So let's now end. We need the speed, the horizontal speed. So we're going to say the horizontal speed in this case -2, and relative we leave that the way it is. So the next action will be to close the end the block. So we're going to repeat exactly the same thing. You might, if you like, you can just select it all, hold down your shift key, select all of the actions there, copy all of the action and paste it right underneath here, right underneath below there. Okay, so as you can see, we now have the end block right here. You might as well just move that back to reposition that. That's good. Now change this very face, change that to right. So remember, your right has to be in capital letter, exact the same writing that you put in, and in this case your horizontal speed there will be 2, not -2 anymore, 2. And your walk, you want to walk right. Where is it? There it is, right there, walking right. Click on OK. And as for the create event, that is it for the create event. The next thing is for us to add step. Click on event step and select step itself. Okay, I will now select my check object right there, and the object I would like to check is the object platform there, and my y-axis, let me set that to 1. Click on relative, not, make sure that is checked as well, and click on OK. So let's just get 1 or 2 things clear for us, and the reason why is I like to create some more of these objects. So let's create object pod jumping, because we're gonna need that when you jump. Pod jumping. Alright, and set this sprite to either jump left or right. Let me just be consistent, change that to lowercase. Jumping, yeah. Set it to jump left or right. Where is it? Jump. Okay, jump left. That's cool. And the depth in this case, make that -1. That's fine. So that is done. Click on OK, and that's the object right there. Let's create another object. In this case we'll create object pod falling underscore falling there, and select sprite. Where's fall? Okay, fall left, that's alright, or right, either way. Okay, now the depth in this case will also be -1, and we click on OK there. Now then we have one more object to create. Okay, just one more object to create right now. Object pod, let's call that pod dine. select sprite. Let's say sprite jump left. Good. Let's set the depth as well to -1. Click on OK, and that's it for all the objects now. For now, they're all set. Okay, now let's reopen object standing right there. We want to add some events so that we can use our keyboard. So add keyboard left, and we need variable. Let's go to control and select our variable right there. That's the variable. So in this case, my variable will be as face underscore left. Right, the value, sorry about that, cut that off and just put that here. The variable is facing, and the value is face right, or face left, sorry. Click on OK. And the next thing is for us to now select change instant right here. I want you to change instant to object pod working. Where is it? There. And perform events. Yes, let that event be performed. Click on OK. If you like, you can just select and copy. Just copy it. Now we need add event for the right key and just paste whatever you've copied in there. Change the variable right here to right. That becomes right. And click on OK. Return here and make sure it is also working, just like we did previously. And perform events, that should be yes. Click on OK. Done. Okay, the next event we will add is the key press right there, and select space. Now let's select change instant. Change that very instant to object jumping there, and perform events, make that yes. So I'm going to just call it bye for now, because this is getting a little bit longer, and that means I will have to create another video. That'll be number 3. So for now, bye for now.